What's going on, everybody? My name's Sharpbait. I'm over here at Lewis Smith Lake today. We're gonna do some diving. Lewis Smith Lake's known to be one of the deepest lakes, so I got my scuba gear. But we're gonna see if we can find some treasures and stuff. Reason being is because there's an RV park or resort right here. We're right under Duncan Bridge, and people like to jump off the bridge sometimes, and sometimes they lose their phones or GoPros, whatnot, and there's a spot under the bridge that's real nice. That a spot that's under the bridge that's real nice to fish from and stuff like that. So maybe we'll find some stuff, some gear today. I'll have to make multiple trips, get the scuba gear and stuff, but we'll go run with it, rock and roll with that, see what we got. I don't want to waste all my oxygen, so what I will do is it gets roughly about 9 feet and it drops dramatically. Like, it drops pretty quick, pretty fast. So I'll free dive about the 9 foot, see if we can find anything and whatnot, get the wetsuit all wet and stuff. Then I'll put on the, come back, get the oxygen and stuff, and we'll roll from there. So the boat traffic's pretty heavy. I don't know if y'all can see that. Boat traffic's pretty heavy today. Reason being is because it's the weekend before the 4th of July weekend, and a lot of people take their vacations during this time and come hang out here and stuff. So I might do a second dive or another dive sooner or later. That way we can see if any of those vacationers or visitors lost any items, and we can find them and see if we can find their rightful owners. Anyway, look at the scenery. And over here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, there's a bunch of swallows that live under this bridge. Cliff swallows, look at that. Amazing. I hope I don't start on too much. Look at that. Oh my goodness, there's a ton of them. Pretty dope, pretty cool stuff. There's a bunch of swallows that live through here. So you know what that means. That means there's probably no wasps or bees hanging around, because swallows, especially cliff swallows, like to eat flying insects, and a lot of times there'll be wasps and bees and stuff. So, and since they're under where we're going to be at right here, it's a possibility that there will be no wasps or stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. That's a good thing. No one's here, so I might just go ahead and bring all the diving gear down. One of my biggest fears is like someone steals my gear and stuff, because I have had stuff stolen before while diving, and diving equipment's really expensive. So anyway, I'm gonna pause this video, get suited up and everything, and we'll run the free dive from there. Down right here on these rocks, it's real slippery, so it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get my gear on while sliding around. So, but look at this. Right over here, mostly, I don't know when exactly, but I do know in the winter time, sometimes it's higher or lower, depends, because it's how they do the dam. As you can see, where I'm standing here, where the water is, the water will rise up to where I'm at. Sorry, people on the boat were waving. Will rise up to where I'm at now, and it will be deeper. So right now, I believe it's at 284 feet deep. We're not gonna go that deep today, but if you guys would like for me to go that deep, I can go. I'm gonna work on my certifications and stuff. There'll be a couple links down below. You can like and subscribe. That'll help. If you want to donate, I'm gonna have that. That way, that will help with gear, certifications, stuff like that, so I can get you guys some more footage. Anyway, I'm gonna suit up my free diving gear. Unfortunately, my free diving wetsuit zipper broke, so I'm gonna have to use my scuba suit for both free diving and the scuba, but that's okay. I just don't have a backup wetsuit. No big deal. So I'm gonna suit up, get my free diving gear on, and hook up the camera and stuff like that. We're gonna go down, see if we see anything, cool fish or anything. I doubt it went this shallow. I'll have to go pretty deep. And we're going on a treasure hunt, clean up the lake a little bit. Sometimes people get a little you know, liquid motivation. They throw their liquid motivation cans in the water. So we're gonna clean up the water a little bit too. So yeah, get right back with you guys.
So here we didn't find anything too crazy, just some plastic and ropes and oars and stuff. Nothing too exciting.
Oh yeah. Found a GoPro, some masks, a phone, a razor, and some tools and stuff. Do what? Not really. Not yet. Alright, y'all have a good one. Alright everybody, I'm back on land. I don't know how much was recorded because the battery was dead when I got out of the water. Maybe I think it might have just died when I got out of the water. But found some pretty cool stuff here, so let's go over what I found today. Got a little marker here. Here, let me change the camera angle. We got a marker, we found some headphones, big old bait lure, a lighter, another lure, USB port for a car, another diver's mask, looks like a female's, maybe a kid's. Yeah, man, I don't know what this is, some kind of ring, I guess. But look, this is the coolest find that I have found yet. We're gonna open it up and see if it works. It's a GoPro Hero 4 Silver Edition, but it's still in the case, so maybe it'll still work. We found a phone. It looks like it was broken. So yeah, that don't work. What is this? AirPods or something? I found one of them. Maybe the other one's down there and I can find it next time. We found a Milwaukee box cutter and some more lure. And of course, today's Saturday, so dive shops won't be open tomorrow, so I'm gonna go refill my air and we're gonna do some more dives tomorrow and maybe shoot another video if I find anything cool. Think about doing a night dive here and seeing if I see any big fish or anything. We saw some decent sized ones here. I hear stories all the time about catfish the size of SUVs and, you know, minivans and stuff. I was like, that's a big old catfish. If I ever come across that, I'm going straight back to the top with my safety stops and my deco stops if I have to do them. But anyway, we're going to get back to the video and we're going to open up this GoPro Hero 4 and see if it still works. And maybe there's a memory card in it and we can get the video or see who finds out whose it is and give it back to them. Alright, so I'm going to open it up. Alright, it opened up pretty easily, so I don't know how long it was down there. Right, it's in good condition, seems like it. It didn't have the guard on it. There's no memory card in it either. So I don't know what they were doing. There's no guard in it, and there's no memory card, so this is probably no good now. I don't even know if there's a battery in it. There is a battery, so maybe we can charge it and see if it works, but I doubt it because there's no guard and it's been in the water. But it's been in the case too, but I don't know, who knows. I'm holding the power button. Nothing's happening. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you want to help with donations or anything like that, so I can get better certifications and better gear to make better videos for you guys, links will be down below. Follow my social links too. Everything helps. Anyway, more videos to come. See you next time.